Oi, oi. Flat Earth British. Martin Litka speaking. All right, guys. Wiggly flat thumbs. Double wiggly flat thumbs. Thrice. To eternity. And back again. Check my comms are in order. Yeah, I'll do. So how are you all? Lift off, says Otto. So let's have a give you a few shouts. Let a few of you pile in before we get into business. Big show tonight. Big, juicy, mega Flaterday show. Because I've been around for a little while. I've been off doing stuff, as you know. James, good to see you. Water, the tree, good to see you as well. Caffee's in the house. Welcome. Welcome, people, to our simple gathering of wheelie travelers. Uh-oh. Nation and Potions, good to see you. Beetlejuice. I only said it twice. Ha 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 ha. It's bollocks anyway. Marcia, good to see you. Thumbbeam, really big show. Yeah, there'll be loads and loads. We're going to have a giggle today. We're not going to take life too seriously. And contrary to the title of this blog, Earth's self-destruct mechanism, well, we'll approach that when we get to it. Okay, we're gonna deal with this in typical Marticus fashion, like we do with everything else. Okay. The power of the wiggly thumb. Ow. Anyway, that's Natalia. Good to see you. Tarzan. Oh, I sounded like Captain Caveman, who is equally as epic. Who doesn't like Captain Caveman? I know. Brilliant. M3L15, good to see you. Welcome to our little gathering of peeps. Three Fingers, good to see you. You only get two in a Kit Kat or a Twix. Michael Davis, good to see you. Ooh, I've just blued out. And John Williams Tewitt. Or Jean Williams Tewitt. Juicy. Just how we like it. And Joe, good to see you, Joe H. You are loving it, isn't it? I know. I'm loving it too. Good, isn't it? It's trippy, isn't it? We're having a fun time. We're having a fun time, guys. You know it. Flat with British. Travis. D. Hanson, good to see you. Okay, he's bringing the love. Don't worry about shadow banning. It's all bollocks anyway, mate. Okay, we'll just have a funky little time together and be groovy. Doesn't matter about the wider world. Jay, good to see you. Looking forward to the juicy. Okay, well, we're going to do a little bit of a decode. We're going to look at options for, if there is such a device, a failsafe mechanism for this realm, whatever it be, for it to reset. Well, going on my last 8 years of research, I would say yes. So we're going to look at possible options for it, clues, see what you guys think. We're going to do a think tankage. We're going to do a lot in this post, guys, so brace yourselves, for I'm going to think a lot. Lewis Lambardia, although, right, this is true as well, right? Thinking is bad. No, thinking is so bad. Don't think. Empty your mind. Empty your mind. Yeah, thinking's super bad. I notice a lot of people, if they just think bollocks. But thinking now, I enjoy thinking. I tap in, extract decodes from the field, connect the source. Phoenix, Aaron, good to see you. Oliver, good to see you. Ew, this autumnal day in Wales. It's bound to have happened. Every time the autumn comes, you sort of forget what it used to be like, because it's been like literally summer since like March or something. I know, Kate. I never missed you. I'm seeing you. There you are. Much love, Kate. Franklin's in the house. Glad to see you again. Just JP. Shez is in the house there somewhere. Cheryl, who's loving or not. Oh, Captain Kate. 6. That wasn't bad. That was a really good Captain Caveman, I must say. Wiggly. It's all about like throat, isn't it? Caveman, like that. Brother You were in a group talk with Sonia Testament, weren't you? Ooh, Thomas Lynch. Fuck me, I was, but it was so long ago. It's unbelievable. Time's moving really, really quickly. I've noticed videos that I thought I did the other day were like a year ago earlier. I was like, what? A year ago? Where's the bleeding time going? It's rushing away, isn't it? Don't worry, we'll put brakes on it. Hold your horses there, time. Let's just stay here for a little bit and hang out, shall we? And time will be like, yeah, okay, you guys are groovy. Leslie Pickett. Ooh, the warm, fuzzy ambience. I know, can you feel it? Prickles in the ear. Excuse me. Do you like my... If I would have had an Aaron jumper like them cutchy Swedish people, I would have had one on, but I haven't got an Aaron jumper. Yeah? I'm getting the alpine-y, sort of autumny. Ooh, let's have a little warm. Ooh, that's bloody lovely. By the fire. A little cat by the fire there. Meow. Fucking hell. Living the dream, guys. Living the dream through green screens. Nothing as you think. We love the juice. We do love the juice. It's pissing down outside here, Mark. Let's not focus. This is back to Britain, isn't it? This is back to Britain. So don't worry about it. It's what it is. It's what we are on this island. Our frequencies get too low. Scott, this is where I come in, okay? Anybody gets like low frequencies throughout the week, yeah, just come here on a Flaterday, yeah, we'll all plug in and we'll just go like this. Just lift up. And recharge ourselves through groovy truth and fun. In fact, that's how we save the world. Through humor. Oh yes, this place has funky and groovy vibes about it and an awesome sense of humor. Just never miss the punchline. Look for the clues. They're everywhere daily. If you know where to look. Michael? Well, you don't have to look, do you? You just got to go into observation mode and then it just like everything just shows itself to you. Branson Roberts? 33-foot sailing boat in California, Branson. Illuminati confirmed. We'll let you off this time. You should have said 33 and a third. You see that, guys? 33-foot boat. Just saying, yo. I'm just saying, yo. Sim got jokes. It has got jokes, Cheryl. I've noticed this. It's a funny little bleeder. I like it. Grateful, groovy, Flaterday, beautiful souls. Ooh. On thin ice. If you should walk on the thin ice of modern life, do you know what to do? Run away! Run away! Well, maybe not run away. Do what? This is my philosophy that I'm going to share with you tonight. Okay, there's not too many in my philosophy. They're all good though. I'm pretty loving, so there's that. So we're going to stand strong, warriors of truth, with our shiny armor of love, with our clear energy, and let's search for truths. I'll pull them out the ether anyway. What's that? You really look like Shaggy drinking your drink. Shaggy, as in on. Yeah, I know. I am Shaggy. Oh, this is real life, guys. This is how I know this place is a sim, because I'm Shaggy, right? Got a Velma. What else have I got? Like, I haven't got a Scooby Doo. Excuse my language. Okay, take that back. There was no need for a Scrappy Doo. Okay, everything went to shit when Scrappy Doo turned up. If he'd have been like Super Dog, it would have been awesome, but he's not, is it? It's like, Uncle Scooby. There goes the show, just like everything else, just like Cheers and Happy Days down the fucking Swanee. I know, script writers, they squeeze them dry, and then when they're all like, they're getting Squirrel Sniper, and they're never as good as the old. I thought the difference straight away. Script writer, he was much better. James, Squizzle Snipers in the house. Anyway, Will Brennan. So yeah, we're going to look at some images. We're going to have a little giggle later. We're going to see some of the best aspects of this realm. Some of the ones that make you all feel all fuzzy inside, like Benny Hill. Benny Hill gives me a sense of well-being, especially when he slaps that little baldy guy on the head like that. That makes me feel really fuzzy and happy. Not the only thing on Benny Hill makes me fuzzy and happy, I'm just saying. But the world has changed in some unbelievable ways, hasn't it? In fact, it looks like they're packing up shop for the summer, doesn't it? It really, really does. And they're letting us carry on. I think this is Skeleton Crew in front of this, in charge of this shit show. Oh, Bethany, good to see you, sweetness. God, we had. Lush to meet you on the weekend. Well, we'll look at the rise of both photographs. Don't think you're on that one. I'm not either. But yeah, we can see the crowd that we hung around with. We had a two-day hangout. Well, 3-day, but I was there 2-4. Rise above weekend last weekend. Oh my God. My sound is glitchy. Let me see. Oh, there is a bit of static. Okay, excuse me. Let me just pause my mic a minute. Let me see, I'm still staticky. 1, 2, 3. I knew a man who had no sense. He caught his balls on a barbed wire fence. Did that come through? Glitchy? Is it cured? Okay. All is cured. Do you see that? Techness? It's like I just sorted it out with techness. Danke, reality elevator. Greetings from Berlin. Ooh. There's nice. James Carney, good to see you. Right, we're going to get into some images. What are you going to do? Just get into a little insight into the workings of Martin's mind. It's not for everybody, admittedly, but if you do it, it will be fun. Why is it every week? I don't know, Red Spitfire. The world is such a curious place. Don't even worry about it. Ruby. Anyway, it's all set up to fail, as you know, the system is set up to fail. How do they do it? Well, they get the system to eat itself alive, which is doing. No problemo whatsoever. All they need is social media, the television, internet. And the rest, well, that'll sort itself. Shaggy was the monster mind in that movie. Shaggy was absolutely epic. Yeah, but they were very predictable plots, weren't they? You knew almost instantly who was doing the ghost things. So yeah. It's a bit far. I wondered, I know it's a very strange thought to have, but I did think about ghosts earlier, and I wondered if they had, don't take this the wrong way, Down syndrome ghosts. I'm just wondering, because I've never heard anyone reporting Down syndrome. Is my mic okay? Before we get stuck in, there's something weird about my mic. Is my mic okay? Before we get stuck in, there's something weird. Sounds all right to me. Sounds fucking fabulous. Anyway, let's get to the usage. Look, I'm reading an old comment anyway. Yes, Martin, the host with the most for today. It's a game of chess that we are caught up on. Well, it's a 3-dimensional game of chess, IC33. Another Illuminati confirmed. What's with the Scooby-Doo anyway? We've all gone Scooby-Doo. And I haven't got a Scooby-Doo clue. Blind ghost? There's another one. Do they have blind ghosts? Probably got blind ghosts. They got gay ghosts. That's probably a definite. Thank you for tipping me off, Mikey. Okay, we're good. Forgiveness is good. Yeah. Just Brandon, I like that forgiveness business. Yeah, just let it go. Like the Beatles said, just let it be. Be love, let it be, and know that it's not all about you. There's nothing out there. There is no spoon. Remember, spoon is in you. Everyone feel every day. Well, I've got that written down. Who said that? Water the tree. Yeah, the way I put it is every day it becomes more surreal. It really does become the celebrities emerging, the Mandela effects. They're getting a bit more increasing. I've noticed in the last few months. But yeah, it's gone mega strange. The winter will be interesting, won't it? Thank you, Hippie Shake. Okay, there is no spew. Remember, could it be a lie? It's just okay. Yeah, man. Lion, Vienna. Yeah, man. Check it out. Look what YouTube does for you. Fucking hell. Guess you a green screen. But yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Oh, I don't know how the other half live. Hey, look at it. Oh, toasty. Lovely. Not too toasty. You don't want it too toasty. Well, there was a nice little, like at the end of Mork and Mindy. Nano. There was always a nice little moral story, wasn't there, for you to ponder upon when he was doing like Mork calling us and what he'd learned about humans. Oh, they're a strange bunch, these humans. But, well, there was a nice little moral story at the end of some, like, don't do drugs, kids. Maybe they never said that. I don't think they mentioned it. They should have. We are just at the end of winter. Spring is in the air. Look at you. Spring is in the air. I'm guessing you're over that way somewhere in Australia or in the Southern Hemisphere, as they call it. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into the juiceage, because this is going to be a long one otherwise. Got my little shit wrote down from my brain spew earlier. My moment of tapping in to the wider field. Explodio. So yeah, I was just getting into the summer as well. Fucks off. It's always the same with Britain. Not that I'm moaning, like, I'm sure it's really awesome on the verge of civil war and shit. It's fucking really, bro. I'm really enjoying it. Not that I like I said, I'm just passing through. It's not about me. Anyway, that's all it is. Ooh, Tallahassee. God, this is such an international like audience, isn't it? Zoinks. Okay, Jay, let's get stuck in. Let's just move that comment. I'm going to show some images. We're going to start here, okay? Okay, this is the situation that we may witness with, can I call them NPCs? Yes, I can. Okay, let's get cracking. Panic. Let's have a look at people panicking. Yes, just like this. This is going to be people one day in the future. Who are they running away from? Well, they're running away from their fears. Because, like I said, the system eats itself alive. How do they do that? Well, they divide people. They fill them with fear of others, and everyone's paranoid about everyone else. Oh, fucking kill them up! Fucking kill them up! Ah, panic. And SpongeBob SquarePants. Somebody told me there's big clues and codes to be had in SpongeBob SquarePants, but I can't sit and listen to it. Drive me mental. But panic! Yeah, did you notice the scientist in the Muppets, okay, is the only Muppet with orange hair? 33, and he's a scientist. Yeah, okay. So, does the world go up in flames? Does it get filled up with water and everyone's like, whoa, everyone's going to die. Yeah, everyone get inside. Poison gas. Don't breathe the air. We're not going to die. They're coming from the air. It's aliens. It's Arabs. It's them. They're coming to get us. Because they've been watching the internet. Eventually, you become like Homer, who is, in fact, a great intellectual. But eventually, you go loopy-loo. Here we go loopy-loo. Here we go loopy-lie. Believe in the lies. Okay? Because very few people that are in this place, everyone's wondering the same thing, what it is that we're in and what this place is. And I'm getting to grips with it now of what I'm supposed to be doing. And it was nothing like what I thought I was supposed to be doing, which is good, because the new mission is jolly exciting. But most people are in a state of fear, a state of panic. They're caught in loops, going loopy-loo, believing, yeah, this is them. Put my mask on. Get vaxxed. I'm going crazy. How do I cope in this world of crazy people? Wouldn't you agree? Yeah. And then you end up like this. Actually, I look like that the weekend. South Australia. Oh, lovely. Cougal. So this is what I see out there in the everyday world, the state of human consciousness. It's very loopy, and it doesn't take much for them to get triggered on the verge of being argumentative. Now, let's just imagine for a second that there is a device. If there was a button, for people who follow Flat Earth British, they know me by now, they will know that I'm a button pusher. If someone says, do you see that button there? Before they say, don't push it, I would have anticipated that and pushed it. Because I am proud to say I am a button pusher. Okay? Push the button. So, would you push the button and reset civilization to another VR, a 3.0 one, right? When in reality, you're not killing everybody because the simulation will run, but with like let's just say all the bad people gone. If you could, like Thanos, that's right, like Thanos. You know, not that's a good idea if anything untoward were to happen to all the bad people in this realm. Yeah, but if something untoward were to happen through a Thanos ideal to all the bad people in the world, then they weren't here anymore. Then there would only be good people left. Then it would be a good realm. But then we wouldn't learn them lessons, would we? Because that's what they're there for, aren't they? So you get a choice. You can do easy mode. Okay, I don't think this mode that we're doing is easy mode. I think this is the hard track, isn't it? But why does it feel just the same as torture? Pain, isn't it? So yeah, make sure to do that before you forget. There's 362 of you watching. Let's pick up some subscribers. Let's do the YouTube thing. Do your thing. Press the reset. Make it happen. Do you think somebody pressed the reset button? 2020, maybe. My videos, I got pictures of the moon lander later on, Michelle Roos. Check it out later. Okay, so just imagine that the button has been pressed. Now, where would this button be? Well, can you remember in Lost? Did you all watch Lost? I watched it twice, 3 times, the whole series, and I'm still lost. Why they got like polar bears in the jungle? Stupid. But there was a counter that counted down civilization to a moment, like 11th hour, where basically, if you let it, the whole world would basically reset itself. And it literally, as soon as you got close to that time in the program Lost, everything started shaking and like reverberating. You know, so is the nature of resetting a sim. So, could it be that they've got it in this ancient bit of antiquity? Could it be that it's in, like, I don't know, warehouse 30, warehouse 80, in the Vatican archive? Or maybe, this is a good one, on the tip of a queen or a king's scepter, or even a general's baton, because it's got like buttons on the top. Just change your sim completely. Okay, so going on that, I've got some awesome advice for you guys of how to press the abort button. Okay, and like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that we're going to be looking into really goodly in a minute, because I'm going to enjoy that. I've got a guide for you, a guide of how to navigate a reset and get safely to the other side alive, which is dead. Confused? Don't be. All will be good. All will be well, and all will be juicy. Don't panic, okay? Because don't panic, because here's the Vogons. Now, they reset Earth. What they did, guys, is they were kind enough to leave the instructions, the memo of the basically clearing of Earth for an interplanetary highway on the wall in Bradford City Council office. If anyone would have taken the time and cared to take a look, they put it there kindly. Some sometime earlier before the intimate demise of Earth. But don't worry, because they had 2 Earths. Okay, why build one when you can build 2? Anyway, so the Vogons, very famous for the 2nd worst poetry in all of the galaxy. If that was a thing, it is in the imagination. I quite liked it. I'm just saying that in case they think about taking out Earth again. And it is actually the Vogons, which sneaking suspicion at this game, at this stage of the game, it might be the Vogons. So how do they get out of here? Watch and learn. You take a towel with you. Take a towel with you, okay? Because you're always going to need a towel in a reset. Because, well, motels, laundries won't be working and stuff. So, just saying. And up you go. So we can teleport out. So let's just find a cutchy little wormhole portal. And then, so as you know, Deep Thought, who basically worked this out, took 1 million years. And the answer was secret to the universe. Everything is 42. 42. That could be a clue. That could be a Douglas Adams tip of the hat. Right, this is Zaphod being not so cool. Let's just see that again, because I stepped on a rake once, and it feels good to see someone else doing it. Brennan Bryce said about taking a toll is vital. Improbability drives. God, I wish I had an improbability drive. Imagine the fun you could have with an improbability drive. Imagine the permeations. Yeah, you could have real good time. Anyway. So, yeah, this is what's happened with the sofa. Obviously, these 2 were previously people, but the improbability drive the way it is. Zaphod Beetle Broggs, a good old galactic buddy of mine, comes to visit me on a regular occasion. So, yeah, the protocols. Let's just imagine that there's a protocol, okay, which I think there is, myself, from seeing that all the worlds gets devastated over and over again and all of civilization disappears off the face of the earth. Maybe that. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about the size of that image. So we're going to talk about cures later of how to get out of this loop of Armageddon. I've got some brilliant suggestions. Truly, though, this is you. I know it doesn't look like you, but this is you. You're a jellyfish. No, you are. We're all jellyfish. We're jellyfish. We're jellyfish. We are jellyfish. So long and thanks for all the fish. See the dolphins. This is why I want to learn to speak dolphin. I just clicks and finds out what they know, because the mice rule the world, which is why I'm feeding my mouse and looking out for my mouse. I love my mouse because they rule. How do you know mice don't rule the world? And they're watching you, making sure you don't do anything improper, like touch yourself improperly or anything. Oh, Ren and Stimpy. We had a Ren and Stimpy moment, didn't we? You ate my chicken. I loved my chicken. He actually turns into Peter Lorre out of the black and white movies, the horror movies. Have you noticed? Stimpy's like Ren and Stimpy were good. We like Ren and Stimpy. Here we go. Okay, so the powers that should not be, they probably got a doomsday clock. We're going to look at some suggestions. You can see on the thumbnail the Prague clock. I've talked about this being a mechanism that would tell us like the outer worlds and when the reset is going to take place. Dun, dun, dun. But don't worry, I'll pinpoint it to the hour. I won't give you the year or the date or the time. So how could this be happening? Okay, why would there be a failsafe within the sim system itself that would feel the necessity to shut itself down, reboot, and start again? What would that be? Well, could it be, I'm just throwing this out there, that the awakening as such and the ever increasing and very, very good pattern recognition breaking that has been happening, and critical mass, ley line interference, which has definitely been happening in recent years, hasn't it? Definitely, I was being a part of ley line mapping intentionally and unintentionally for probably the last 5 years or more, or even since the 1980s. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Anyway, so Doomsday. Okay. Well, it's not an external doomsday as such, this reset. It is an internal collapse. And I will explain all as I'm going. What will happen is the system, okay, maybe shortly will eat itself like the 11th hour. How do I know? Well, I just know. I've got reasons to know. The NPCs. Where? What about me? Where? They throw they don't even throw an unselfish word in. It's always about them, isn't it? They don't ask how your day's going. I was thinking going here is all about me. Well, wow. Call an ambulance. That's what the NPCs are. So they probably instinctively got spider senses tingling, thinking, it's the final countdown. We're heading to Venus. Still we stand strong. Okay, that may not be the case. Anyway, I'm going to give you a brilliant tip of how to get out of the reset shortly. That's coming shortly anyway. So yeah, the countdown is now, the NPCs, they start glitching, don't they? They're getting a bit panicky, a bit weird, a bit tripped out, and they're glitching like harder than ever before. Mantaler effects are spiking. Celebrities, well, they're starting to merge. It's really weird what's happening with celebrities. You know, Madonna is now just Donna. I don't know. The weird moon. Well, the moon's been doing weird shit. Oh, it's a blue moon. It's an orange moon. It's a blood moon. It's a fucking tangerine moon. Yeah, it's a different colour moon for every single moon these days, isn't there? Well, we didn't have that years ago. It was just the moon back in the days. Okay, guys. I don't think it was ever in the same place as it is now. So the moon, although it exists in your mind, that's doing one. What else is doing one? Oh, yes, the sun. Did anyone notice this year how hugely out of position it was? Anyone? Veering off to the northwest in setting and actually passing the 12 o'clock position overhead in Britain, which I've never known in my entire life. Did anyone notice the out of position sun? And obviously the colour. So, that's you doing that. That is not you personally, all of us. Anyway, so yeah, the realm is becoming more surreal on a daily basis. Let's just have a look at some suggestions, some ideas of the Doomsday clock. This was put forward donkeys years ago when we first started going into resets. Is St. Peter's Square, essentially a big sundial, but essentially also a clock. That ticks away, just like the clock, the mechanism for flat Earth as well. And it looks like a clock. And if you look at it from above, I've got one from above that's hanging on my wall. It actually looks like a keyhole. The St. Peter's Square. Okay. Prague clock. Went to Prague, didn't see the clock. Didn't have time. So I went to what was it? Oh yeah, Rise Above on the weekend. Dave Murphy that was in the Flat Earth Social. Dave Murphy, allegedly Dave, was talking about the Prague clock, and he picked up on what I talked about a few years ago as well. That I think this clock covers the outer worlds that may or may not be there. So let's just imagine for a second. Oh, nice little skelly there. Skellington. That's the right way to say it, isn't it? So yeah, before this clock got blitzed, which we'll look at photos, apparently in the Second World War, whatever, they put a little globe in there. But before then, I think it was a flat Earth. So it makes no sense to man or dog. Okay, so it's been encoded. So let's just imagine this is a variation of said Doomsday device. Okay, the mechanism. Who would have built such a thing? God? The Phoenicians. Surely the Phoenicians with their watery wickedness. No. What about Tatarians? The Tatarians built it. Nah. What about a rogue ley line engineer? Be there such a thing. Who built a failsafe for this system so that it would reset itself once we fully worked out the game. Bit like the people inside the Tron game. It's like, what, you mean we're in a computer game? Well, it's a very highly technological computer game. You get like emotions, feelings. Look, I just pinched you. Did that hurt? Yeah. So you can feel, think, and everything else. Very limited, though. Not like the creatures. You've only got 5 senses. But it's enough to navigate the realm safely. Not for long, though, unfortunately. You only get like about 70 odd years. So 80 if you're lucky. Sounds awesome deal, doesn't it? No. Fuck you. Fuck you, realm. And your rules. So let's have a look. This is an old picture of it. Really beautiful, this one, actually. So they have a little guy comes out of the door, dings his dong. Dings his dong. Dings his bell, and then he goes back in again saying, hurrah for another day. So yeah, interesting the loops there as well. Looks like that Darling Garden flat earth map in the Sydney park that I showed on my last post with the Technasmia lines going outwardly. So it could be exactly that, you know, gravitational, if you want to say, magnetic propagation over different lands. That's the way I like to think of it. But it is an anomaly. And there's an old picture there. Let's have a look what map that's got in the center. Ooh, it's difficult to determine. That looks really different, that one, doesn't it? It's got the sun and the moon. The liars. I don't even like the moon. I don't even care if it goes away. I'm just not even bothered. They're only running. There's a guy in the moon running the world like on the Truman Show. You all know this. So look, that's a different clock. That's definitely not the same one. But these old world clocks are absolutely fantastical. Look at all of this just in the corner of where? Nowhere, really. What's the point? They just had a fantastical world. They tell us it was rubbish. Yeah, interesting this on the floor. They got the checkerboard floor going on here. Take a look at this building. We're going to have a look at it when it gets blitzed by the Nazis. It's come over to this side now. But there are pictures, and it looks like an azimuthal equidistant. The map looks like a flat Earth map in the past. Which one is it? Well, that one is a stupid globe map, which I repainted because got blitzed. Yeah, that one there. And as you can see, that's not a globe map. This one can't get any bigger, but I have like magged it up closer than this, and it is an azimuthal equidistant. You can see the continents coming around here, Australia over there. So yeah, before like World War II, look at the detail in it though. Splatooey. I don't exactly know what happened. I was trying to do like a decode in my head of how this explosion managed to leave the building completely intact, yet only deface the clock. Did it land in a mine or something outside of the building? So really strange, this one. Well, the building's still intact. So it's only the clock, and it looks like it's been scorched. This building next door completely gutted. Nice little bit of antiquity on top. Anyway, yeah, so good advice for you before we conclude this little bit of the post. This is my Marticus advice is don't sweat it. We got this. This is a numbers code, and it's from the famous alchemical image of Melancholia, which we've looked at 100 times. It's got the hourglass that's been tipped over. It's got the bell. It ain't no big thing to wait for the bell to ring. It ain't no big thing, the tone of the bell. Dong. Apparently, if you fall in love, you hear a bell from angels. Dong. Just before the end of the world, you hear bells in your ears. Anyway, so there's a number code here. This number game, I've seen it for quite some time, actually, around in the alchemical world. And I think it's a setting for what is a reset. But I am utterly convinced that we wouldn't really know too much about it. Anyway, a good way, so I've got some of these alchemical images, a good way of dealing with it is pub crawls. In The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I noticed before he goes off into, this is Melancholia by here. Let's have a look. She's bought off her ass. Look, she's got all her reset stuff, the ball, some stuff to build, some stuff after it gets destroyed. She's there with a set square ready, bit of Pythagorean weirdness, a Cherepanewski, some scales for the weed, and our glass reset bell numbers game, Comet. The Destroyer. The Destroyer of Worlds. Anyway, pub crawl. So what you would do if you want to basically get away with the reset is this, guys, right? This is good advice as well. So how do you override reset protocol? Do you want to know? It's not as difficult as you might think. This is what you do, right? There is an abort button, and this is how you do it. Through, okay, let me just read this because it's really complicated. Through humor and groovy vibes. That's right, you hear me right. Humor and groovy vibes will win the day. I know, love wins. Who knew? And pub crawls are important, I'm finding, maybe. So pub crawls, you go in one pub, have a pint, and then go off to the next pub, meet as many people as you can, talk to as many people as you can in an observational state, because they'll come to you anyway to learn new lessons, because the sim is clever like that. And, what happens is, if you go on this pub crawl, it delays the collapse of civilization, or the wave function collapsing, by 7 minutes. By 7 minutes. It gives you that extra 7 minutes of rendering time if you get completely wankered once a month. And what it does, if you drink loads when you get home, you're going to be groovy the next day. It resets you. Getting wankered resets you. So my advice is, go out once a month. It won't hurt you. Okay, this is good advice. Let your hair down, Get all groovy on the dance floor. Groovy on the dance floor. We'll do that. And enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink, because life goes by quicker than you think. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. These weapons. God weapons. Been talking about them for a while, haven't I, since the awesome Failsafe decode. If only just in front, I'll show you later, of Prague clock. There's a Failsafe, I'll show you later. So this just looks like a Failsafe. Does it look like anything else you may have noticed in antiquity? Mm-hmm. That's right. The Vajra. That's why Elon Musk got one next to his bed, because he knows that they're an ancient tech healing. Oh yeah, if you want to heal, but if you want to zap someone, you can zap cities. Or in the case of the Bhagavad Gita, or I think this might be Arjuna, giving it the big to a giant. So Vajras, they're awesome, aren't they? So, anyway, my final transmission here today concerning this reset of civilization, and that does happen, and will happen again, as we all know. Fear not. It would be good if you basically calmly queue in front of the nearest ley line portal and wait your turn. British people are good at queuing lines. Anyway, and don't bother taking your toaster with you, because it was never real. None of it was ever real. Don't take none of it with you, because none of it was ever real. Yeah, I know. Confused? Don't be. Don't be. Trust the plan. The plan is stay fucking groovy. So yeah, Gore-Tex. So I talked about fasces and Gore-Tex for years, haven't I? Electromagnetic weaponry that has been encoded in the allegory of things with a snake, a serpent wrapped around him, dragons, and anything else connected with electromagnetic technology. 2 torus fields, one there, and an inertia plane as well. Microcosm and macrocosm. Ooh, a crystal one. I bet that can do groovy things. So yeah, I'd love a decorative Vajra just to, just to have one, really. Really beautiful, aren't they? You never know, Martin. Just intend a Vajra and it will come. So yeah, mandala effects definitely increasing, I would say. Anyway, I've seen loads of strange things happening lately. It was like, okay, that's only been 6 hours. How the fucking hell did they build that in that time? Like literally shit just, I don't even want to go there, but it's been happening. Build it and they will come. Build it and they will come. Was never said. Let's build it and he will come. No, it ain't. Shit. No, it ain't. Everyone in the world knows build it and they will come. You don't build a stadium just for one dude. You build a stadium for them. See what I mean? Makes no sense. So, celebrity deaths. Well, they don't need them anymore. Now we got AI. Like Bernard Cribbins, Uhura, fucking Angela Lansbury. Oh, Sidney Poitier popped his mortal clogs, did he? Oh, fucking hell. Dennis Waterman, Doc Cotton, did she bleed now? Robbie Coltrane, he died bleeding years ago. Having a water mitty. Meatloaf. Oh, never mind. Oh, Gorby. Oh, I used to like Gorbachev. This bird shit on his head and they just did. Nobody told him and they just left it on there and it stained his head. Did you see that? He's supposed to be in Mensa, him and his mate, Jimmy Savile. Click every trip. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Look at Olivia Newton-John taking her clothes off. I got chills. They're multiplying. Oh, did Charles Dance die? Oh, laser beams and miniskirts, day one. Arthur Fowler. No one actually gives a flying physical fuck for Arthur Fowler. I don't even know his real name. That's the impact. I know EastEnders fans are kicking themselves right now. He never died, did he? Sorry if I made you jump. That British news guy, stupid dozy one. Oh, Ray Latoya. Steven Seagal. Anyway, they're all fucking popped their clogs because basically don't need them anymore. They're all fucking obsolete because Hollywood's dead. And all Hollywood's actors now, right, who can't get a job because AI's doing them basically better. They do like fucking Deliveroo or Uber Eats adverts on the shitty internet, believe it or not. Actors like when John Wick's is not happening, he's bound to be replaced by the ballerina, who's infinitely more tasty and better in every regard. So he's not going to be around for long, is he? Because he's getting a bit like, let's just say, portly. He's joined a rock band and he pretends to be bass and stuff. But listen, it doesn't matter how shit he is on stage. He's still Keanu fucking Reeves. Mental as, well, really, really mental, isn't he? And he's been around for a long time. I think all of them have. I think they got blood-sucking vampires is what I fucking think. Oh, my God. I never liked that woman. I only ever seen her, like, recently in a few years ago. Apparently, she'd been around for years. Oh, my God, I can't believe the American public actually like this woman and watch her on TV. Mind you, they like Orphan fucking Winfrey. And they know what she is. Gets me. Oh, remember Bruce Willis before he went nutty? Oh, I used to love watching Moonlighting. Sybil Shepherd. It was really good, wasn't it? Nice, gentle crime busting. Yeah, nice little detective case. Still have them all PI programs like Magnum, PI. But yeah, he's MacArthur. Fucking hell. Oh, Donald Trump. We love Donald Trump, don't we? Don't throw things at the television. He's not real. None of it is. None of it's real. Anyways, pattern. Probably. Anyway. So, yeah, they probably are just shitting them out and repeating them anyway. That's what I think. Oh, look at him. I like Steve Martin, though. And that guy off Naked Gun, Leslie Nielsen, he was quite funny, wasn't he? I like Leslie Nielsen. Makes me giggle. So, yeah, the narrative of, like, they're all switcheroonies in Hollywood, I think there's an element of truth to that, you know. Although, just want to get this out of the way right now. Somebody said in my comments, right, that Debbie Harry was a dude. No, man. Check my comments out. I told you, I've seen a fanny. Not literally with my own eyes, but from, you know, in a picture. And she's not a dude. And somebody said Kylie Minogue was a dude. I don't think Michael Hutchins, the king rock, last great rock god that ever lived, would check a dude. Do you? So no, Kylie Minogue, she's not a dude. This is the thing about the truth. It's like, oh yeah, there's switcheroonies. All women are now men. No, there's actual women. There has to be women. Otherwise, we'd be extinct, wouldn't we? Oh, bloody hell. His brother was funnier than him anyway, wasn't he? He's one of them okie dokies. He's quite good, Justin Trouser Snake, wasn't he? He was a good actor. He was in that brilliant In Time film. Brilliant actor, really was. Bad Teacher. That was a brilliant film. I love Bad Teacher. Dry Humping was really ridiculous. So, yeah, he was in the Wild West. Yeah, they probably are the same people. And then they give him, like, the Clonioni. New head. Come on, David Bowie. Whose head do you want this time? Anyway, I think Pub Crawl's a good idea. I think that'll help. Right, let's have a look at some photographs of antiquity. Got 500 of you in the chat. Thank you for being here today. We've got a long way to go in this. Now, the question I am going to ask is connected with the first bit of this post, in a way, is this. How come this part of, let me just get my pad. I could know the name of this town. Libreria in Western Italy is a beautiful big city which has got completely devastated by an earthquake, or the one that devastated Massine, in the early part of the 1900s. Now, what my question is this, is how come this area of Italy has been utterly devastated, apparently, by an earthquake, yet Rome stays groovy, nothing falls down for 2,000 bleeding years? Anybody? What about the Leaning Tower of Pisa? That's supposed to be old as well, isn't it? But this place, it goes like Assisi. Assisi had a terrible earthquake too. Look at these underground places in Italy. So, yeah, Italy's prone to earthquakes, apparently. Yet, you've got Venice. You've got all of their major cities. You've got a volcano on Bay Naples. 1 million people living there, plus. Another volcano, millions of people living around in Sicily. Etna. That's a pretty photograph. But, yeah, what made this crumble? An earthquake made that go like that. Does an earthquake brick it up as well on its way through? Looks more like a war, doesn't it, or something? Why would it be bricked up? Curiouser and curiouser, said Alice. Look at this place. What does this say there? Only organic food. What? Well, that's really thrown me. Is this a modern electrical appliance? Is it? Yeah, it's a street light. Right. Okay. Well, this city is still obviously devastated in the now. It didn't start it up. You can go in a devastated city, apparently, but there is in the past. Very Tatarian with the wrought iron thing going on. Ooh, look at that thing. God, there you were, sitting there, listening to your radio. And the floor fell through. So yeah, interesting why it's only some regions then, you know, and all of these major places are still up and running with all that Roman shit. It's very selective, isn't it? Tagia. Dr. Antonio's gaff. Oh, that went right through. So yeah, this is a sort of selective earthquake, as I said. I've got a book of earthquakes in the Eastern Mediterranean over time. And there's been so many, you wouldn't even believe it. Santorini event, as you know, redefined the Mediterranean, probably put the Mediterranean there in the first place. Oh my God. Look inside there. Oh, that's a bit schwank. I said schwank. Beautiful. The roof's gone now. So the roof fell in on this church, but everything else stayed pretty much intact and groovy. And there's the natives. The Italians eating their olives and drinking their lovely wine and singing Italian songs. Oh, Salamia, probably, and other Italian songs. Santa Lucia, and that one Pavarotti sings, which I can't remember. I'm not really into that sort of thing. Pavarotti, I mean, just so not me. So yeah, that 49,000 francs. That's a lot of money in the old world, isn't it? Norley. So yes, it is a region that's got devastated. They're not just that one city or an earthquake. And some of these places are still devastated today. I know some of that Messine is like a museum, isn't it? So it's the same thing going on. Look at them timbers stopping the buildings, toppling. In case there's any tremors later. So yeah, earthquakes must be awesome. What a laugh. It's like, woohoo, he's falling. I'm sure, oh, look at this. It all just falls like that. So they didn't have a fire like other earthquakes that devastated the city. Which is curious. We've got a soldier. Yeah, earthquakes. Just like the Truman Show. So that's where it's situated. 1887 was this event, not 1900s, late 1800s, and all this area here. But Milan stayed cushy, and everywhere else, really. It's just really selective, this earthquake thing. Look at that for a photo. Another thing I noticed, there's no delay in these photos. They're like crystal HD and really beautiful photography for late 1800s. And there's moving bits. Wow, look at that. How could that have ended up like that with just an earthquake? The whole thing just empty of people. But it's there, but it's gutted, like it's been bombed. Look at that going all underneath the city, which is where all the people go when these things happen, I bet you. There's tunnels under all the British cities, and they've blocked them off, man. I got told there was 240 tunnels underneath Cardiff City, and you can't even get into them. I would love to get into them. That would be good videos. This one got taken up by a bush. A bush fell through the ceiling. Oh, it's really weird, all these bits of plaster off. It's like machine guns rather than an earthquake, but I'm no expert. Wow. Looks a bit melted, this one. So, yeah. This city is called, if you want to know, Ligaria. Ligaria. Oh, and then more blocked up and bricked up windows. And here as well. And here as well. Wonder what that is. Aren't they beautiful HD? These must be modern ones in the modern day then. It's the only or all I can think of. Oh yeah, look at the classical worlds just left. Be worth looking at this place, wouldn't it? Ooh, there's a ghost there. Ooh. You ever seen a ghost? They're easy to fight. Ghosts are easy to fight. The thing is, they're see-through though, so you can't really get a good hit. You can scare them. Scare them back. They ever go like, woo, go, woo, back. They probably run away. Yeah, how long has this place just been left like that, just to grow over so quickly? Absolutely. If that's 1887, it's already all grown over. Look at that, though. Beautiful photographs. Okay, moving on. That is what earthquakes will do. I don't know why it's so selective in Italy when just the other side of that boot from where that place is wonderful. Venice. Although this tower here apparently did fall over in the early 1900s. I think it was like 1907, around that time. And then it fell down, and then they built it back identical to how it fell down before it fell down. Here it is in St. Marco's Square, which I was like a month or 5-6 weeks ago. Minus the population. There's like no people in these pictures, actually. And it hasn't changed a day. But that one fell down, apparently. And that's inside the basilica. It looks like it's had a bit of colour. But look at these. But I couldn't get inside there because they're proper fucking weird about stuff. In these places in Venice, they're really weird there. So there are some people there, look. This place fills up with water sometimes, doesn't it? And then you can go for a paddle in the warm Adriatic. So yeah, that thing fell down. That tower. These lampposts are not as nice in the modern day. Notice that. So, I've seen them. I have seen them. They're still there in the modern day, looking identical to that. And that is the view, I'm guessing, from the tower, which I didn't actually get to do. Or anything related to doing touristy things, actually. So I got some photos of them, and this is like 130 years ago, and it just looks exactly the same. Nothing has changed, nothing, except they're covered in dirt. I'm on a turmeric and ginger organic shots. Look at me go, oh, Mr. Healthy in my spring room. Autumn. I guess my season's mixed up these days. Yeah, it's really, really beautiful, isn't it? This place. Anyway, we've got a long way to go. We got Flat Earth British images of the day. I'm going to come back and give you all a few shouts in a minute. So there's that bridge of size, which is a lot smaller than I thought it was. In fact, everything was smaller than I thought it was in Venice. Seen all these things like 1,000 times. It's like, wow, what a fucking song and dance about it all. These things, look how stumpy they are. Them pillars. I'd say they was a lot lower. It's madness, this picture. Ooh. Outside conduit tiles as well. Oh, that's lovely. So, how do you make a Venetian blind? Poke them in the eyes. Let's have a look. This is what they do. We'll get their water, take it home, cook their fish for their fisherman husbands or something. So, yeah, they got some nice shit, haven't they? Look at this. All built on logs. Stone crows. Yeah, the Doce Palace, where the boss is And they used to hang people on these pillars here to torture them. And the residents of Venice won't walk through these two pillars because it's supposed to be bad feng shui. So yeah, Venice is fantastical. They got a similar clock going on. This one's 24-hour. It's also got that sun and the moon thing going on as well. I think they've got a zodiac thing on it as well. Yeah. So yeah, I have seen that. It looks exactly the same. Everything looks exactly the same 100 odd years later. That bell, everything. There's not too many people around back then. Having said that, it hasn't changed in all them years. I wonder if they're still ripping people off back then. Bet they didn't. Bet you could get a fair deal back then. So yeah, pigeons. And they're lovely. I love pigeons. They're really soft and fluffy. So, yeah, and they go coo, 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 coo. We just want you. I seen that one. Yeah, took a photograph of that one. I was quite impressed with how lovely it is. I think it's a hotel. Oh, and then they're having a regatta, which they've been doing for hundreds and hundreds of years, apparently. Then gondolas are absolutely beautiful, my God. If you want to see the interior on them. Oh, my God. Just by the Ridge of Sighs. So, wanking it. So, more water. Oh, I seen that square. God, if I'd remembered that photograph, that would have been more poignant when I was in that square. Remember them old ladies 150 years ago standing by this water? And do you know what they've done with all them water? Railings over them. No water for you. Nah. Yeah, there's motion going on, Mystery Grey. There is. And the later pictures later on are from 1861. And it's running water and everything. It just makes no sense. Grand Canal. But you will see later on. Whoa, look at the quality on that picture. Surely that's later. So yeah, it's a funny old society. So if you feed the pigeons, you get like £1,000 fine or something. It's in Venice. It's like fucking hell. Let's see him policing that. I just denied it. I didn't feed it. It's just fucking the bread was there already. So I've seen you throw it to him. No, never. That was a boogie up my nose. I teleported Mystery Grey with I went there with the power of my mind. I just literally closed my eyes, and when I opened them, I was in Venice. It happens all the time. Never know where I'm going to wake up or what country I'm going to be in. That bit's actually the truth. You never know where you're going to end up on this crazy ride. That is life. Oh, Salamia, give it to me, delicious ice cream of Italy. So, yeah, they're making a packet. Mind you, $100 for a gondola ride between 4 people is not too bad. For 10 minutes. Fairgrounds are pretty expensive too, aren't they? Okay, let's come back for a minute. I got loads more images to share with you. I just want to find out what's going on in chat and stuff. Ooh, there's me. So I've got 471. That is sweet amount for a Flaterday night. Quite happy with that. We got your hippie shakes. Pliny the Welder. Good to see you. Sounds like you're a wise person with a name like that. Dragon Sage. Good to see you. It really doesn't matter what day it is. It's a work day. Ooh. Dallas Fowler. As intentions flow, that was a good one. Our love will surely grow. Nice words from Dallas Fowler. Thank you for that. Somewhere in time. Yeah. I have seen that. Also, they had Venice in LA, didn't they? Like where Venice beaches, with all gondolas and canals, etc. I posted about this. 7-0. Right on. D'Angelo, good to see you, my man. Yo. In the house. Okay. So, yeah, we're being groovy. We're going to have a look at some fun things in a minute about life. Ooh, I'm going to feel all fuzzy inside, is what we're going to do. Because we can. Joy, once in a lifetime. And you may ask yourself, you may wake up in a beautiful house and say, ooh, that fire's toasty. Ooh, it's lovely. The gentle rain is patting on the windows. Okay. Sorry, Suze. I just don't have time to listen to many things, to be honest with you. Just making content most of the time. And I noticed that I'm putting the lid down on the laptop a lot earlier. And these things, do you know the weekend, Rise Above, I noticed all them 100 people, no one, I didn't even do a show because no one took their devices out. And I was surely not going to. No one looked at their devices. It was just too groovy, actually talking to actual human beings to fuck it up with, oh, hang on a minute, let's see if anyone's notified me about anything really important in the non-real world. Whatever. Anyway, so that was groovy. So yeah, I'm limiting my apart from working, of course, I'm limiting my input on what the shitternet is putting out because it's not me. Doris and India is in the house. And Lot of pack, good to see you. Is it cold there today when wearing a jumper? Yeah, a little. It's not a sitting of shirt day, that's for sure. It's down to 16, feeling like 15 degrees at the moment, which is like, well, 10. I was like this day last week in Bournemouth, dipping my toes in the sea, boiling out on the beach. So there is that. And it just goes to shit in a handbag in a week flat. Good to see you, Gar. And thank you, Hippie Shake Sweetness, for the support of my channel. Very much appreciated. And PJ, good to see you. Okay, Dallas, let's get back into some images. We have a long way to go. Oh, hi, Whispering Jack. So, yeah, I really enjoyed the weekend. What a groovy bunch of people. We'll have a look at some of the Rise Above-y thing in a minute. And then boys pulled it off. It was a really enjoyable time, though, but the people made it. I was definitely the oldest person there, and you know, I don't know that music. I've not really. It's toe tapping. You can have a little head bob to it, but it's just I'm more your rock and roller, you know me. So there's that. So yeah, golden pictures here, amazing pictures here, guys. 1860 to 1880 of India, Kashmir into Pakistan. Before it actually existed as Pakistan, anyway, India. And oh my God, these images, there's a lot of moving stuff, like I said. So I don't know what's going on with the exposure problem for that period. Doesn't seem to exist. We'll see some waterfalls and that. But yeah, so it looks reset and there's hardly any people around. That's two things I've noticed. But look at the antiquity. 1, 2, 3, 4 domes. Central dome, and again repeated 4 domes, central dome, 4 angels technology, Taurus energy. Let's have a look at the Indians. Okay, well, the guy in the middle looks like a Brit, Oz or something, like an Australian or South African or a Brit. He's got something on his neck. I'm guessing it's a necklace. Okay, he looks an Indian. This one, what's the matter with his eyes? Imagine the drugs are really, really good back then, though. Let's have a look. I don't know. They just maybe haven't seen cameras before or something. Maybe they think they steal their souls. They don't seem too relaxed. Hang on. So he's giving him someone the stink eye, and he's holding his sword. Who is he giving the stink eye to? So he's a soldier too or something, and they're holding this guy, yeah. Is that so? I'm not sure. Anyway, he's giving him a stink eye and holding his sword, yeah. And he's looking a bit fucking, not like the way he's looking at me. Or you, or us. I don't know the way he's looking at us, guys. Anyway. Ooh, let's have a little trip down the Ganges, shall we? Oh, yes. Eat some beetle nuts. We'll puff it a pipe and out on a Ganges. After some non-diarrhea curry. I'm sure there is such a thing in India. I'll be eating and then running to the toilet when there's not a toilet. Oh, look at that little pony. My little pony. Ah, oh, look at the size of that. That's some elite Bratz pony, obviously. This Bratz kid's pony. But look at the size of it to these. Oh, that's a camel, is it? Oh, yeah, right. That's a lot smaller, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a look at, some Bedouins here, or some, not Bedouins, obviously. A group of Kashmiri females. They got all that cashmere black. So they're happy. Let's have a look at the, they're very beautiful, aren't they? Let's have a look at these. Oh, look at their stuff. They're covered in gold, juicy stuff. Wow. Well, they're not all lovely. Okay. That looks a bit like you got a bit of a moustache going on. That is. Okay, jolly man. Did you just choose your girlfriends? That's not my one. I sure one that is. Okay, so yeah, 1860, and you get moving water. Interesting. Come that doesn't fuzz out or anything when it's running. So it doesn't seem to have any problem with developing there. Oh, look at that castle. Again, it looks like it's got bullet holes all over it, but that could be the rebellion that the British quelled, possibly. Places like Lucknow, Kolkata. Whoa, look how posh they're London bridges. They're in India. So they've been doing weird shit like that forever, haven't they? I'm sure they built all that stuff. I'm not sure. Yeah, so they just building weird stuff like they still are in the modern day, like fucking gaffer taping buses together and stuff. It's really weird. Ooh, look. There it is. Looks like the Great Wall. A walkway across the river. That is actually really nice. A trip down memory lane. But not really. I don't remember any of it. Wow, these bridges got a lot to be desired. So I'm guessing the British engineers didn't muck in and build a proper suspension bridge or anything, metal at all in that region of Kashmir. So yeah, that would have been wicked when it was up and running. Jeez. What's that thing? Ditto. Ooh, ditto, eh? Ditto to you too. Oh, it's massive. Ooh. Wow. That looks Greco-Romano, that column there, doesn't it? For Kashmir. In fact, it all looks classical by taste. Look at that. There's an arch underneath. Entrance. I bet there's stuff underneath that. Any money. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Fresh fish on the lake. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, let's moving on. So, this trek has been a long trek, a dangerous trek through jungles, mosquitoes. Okay, it's just the development. I thought it was a building in the side of the face then. So, there's lots of bits of stone just buried in mud outside. Look. Just mud outside. And then all washed away. And this is the entrance showing this place is infinitely old. And there's been a reset happen since it's been put there. It's an ancient temple. Up in the mountains. Superhuman powers. That looks like a cemetery. I was going to ask Google earlier. I wonder how many. It would just tell me bullshit anyway. Oh, they got stone bridges. Well done. How many people since the dawn of man and woman, all that time ago, whatever it is, 6,000 days? I don't even know. How how many people would have actually existed, because it must have been trillions, like literally trillions since the dawn of man. So where are they? You just don't see them. They must be deep in the mud, deep down in the ground, because they're no longer there. Oh, God, look at these buildings, all bricked up, the old bunko boovage or kiosks. I do a lot because I'm a workaholic and it suits me. I've got a very short attention span anyway, so I have to keep thinking and doing this sort of thing. So yeah, it suits me down to the ground with my street. Hiya, Marianne. Hope all's recovered. I literally slept for 12 hours. Took me 2-3 days to actually recover from the weekend. I literally, to the point that yesterday I'm like, oh, I better get on with my fucking Flaterday post this Wednesday. It's like, Lawrence is like, no, it's Friday. I'm like, no, it's Wednesday. And I check and it was Friday. So I literally lost a week. I don't even know when that happened. So, well, I do know how that happened. But yeah, bollocks. So I was like, oh shit, fucking hell, it's Flaterday tomorrow. I just lost the week. So time flies when you're having fun. They say that, don't they, guys? So yeah. So I thought, well, I better get my thinking cap on and get groovy. Well, it's groovy anyway, extra groovy for my Flaterday night thing, innit? Where I get a crowd of up to 500 people almost, all feeling groovy with me, which is awesome. That's another ditto. Let's have a look at this thing. Massive masonry on it. Yeah, wow, super duper old. I don't think they built any of that if they can't get a bleeding bridge together. So, oh, look at this stuff. It's on the banks of the Ganges. All of the burning gas. This is where they burn the dead. I've seen this. They do this in the real modern day and age on a daily basis. The banks of the Ganges, and then they go wash off all that fucking turmeric, whatever. So yeah, look how antiquity they are. The banks of the Ganges. Bet they restructure and everything, but they do. So there's that. Ooh, bird's eye view of Summit. Oh, look at the effort made on that. Side for the lake or the river Ganga. Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't it? The oh, I thought it was. This is the mosque and quadrangle. I thought it was Taj Mahal for a minute. It looks like the Taj Mahal. 2 towers, landing platforms. Mosquage. So I bet you couldn't score a bacon butty in any of these places. You probably could, though. If you get anything, you think about it. Enough. It just turns up. It's just really, really, really weird. So yeah, flowing water. Oh, look at that. This looks like Lucknow, is it? Not sure, but the buildings are fantastical. So who built them? The colonials, apparently the British. Yeah, this architect doesn't look British, really. It's got an Indian flavour, Moorish flavour even. So let's have a look at the gardens. Oh, they got it going on by here. They're growing some nice weeds. There's not many population around compared to the modern day. There's like 50 million people on the streets and all of that hustle and bustle. Oh, okay, that looks a bit more like the Taj, which I proposed as being some sort of water filtration plant in the past. This is why it's by the river. Could be. It's towers full of sand. Using sand to purify the river water, which has probably got poos in it and stuff. So look at that Asian cat. Oh, it's a dog. All right. Well, that ball is. So, never been to India, to be honest. Somebody asked me on a weekend, you haven't been to India, man? It's like, well, I just have a fancy day. So it's fucking life-changing experience. It's fantastic. It's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe if they pick up their litter, I might think about it. It's like, well, yeah, it's pretty bad, he said. So at least he agreed on that. So, and I don't want to shit my brains out. I'm sure it's all groovy down in Goa and all of that, but I don't know really. The world's changed so much now. They're like the same as every other country in India, surely as well. But there are cool people there as well, I guess. It's just ain't in it, passing through like myself. Ooh, that was done in the year 2030. Amazing. We're looking into the future. So that'd be an interesting thing to ask AI, wouldn't it? Is where do you see the human race in years to come? Well, I asked it, and it said that it was optimistic. So I'm optimistic too. I think all of the loopers, everything's needed so that the rest of us can learn how to be groovy. Like Mr. Hill. So I'm showing you these because I'm aware that you Americans, you know about Benny Hill, which I'm surprised about, but there is a lot more better British television. Although Benny Hill was definitely one of my favorites, okay? And it's not because all of the women in it were absolutely fab at all, nothing to do with that. It's him, he was a comic genius. But this one, when he was playing pool, he like literally rips through the base. He like hits balls and they smack people. It's rather off-putting. So yeah, here is the Baader Meinhof, well-known German terrorist group. No, it's not. It's the A-Team. So yeah, he was still doing Benny Hills until the 80s, and then fortunately he exploded. Case of internal explosion or something. There he is, a monk. Butterwood and melt in his mouth. So this is what I liked, yeah. Spoony, and the little tiny baldy guy. Although there's three baldy guys, he slaps him in the head, and he chases him around, going with like nurses as well, going. I was wondering about that before. Do you think there's anything in that, guys? You know, police and truncheons. Do you know what I mean? Just saying, just sort of like knobs, don't they? So they must have had fun recording the Jimmy Hill, Jimmy Hill, big chin, the Benny Hill program. Yeah. So everyone just take their clothes off, get into their underwear. Yeah, fabulous. Let's do that. It's like, you've done it already. It's like, yeah, I just anticipated it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they must have had a great life. I know what it sounds like. It sounds like I'm a bit jealous. No, I'm not. No, I'm not jealous of Benny Hill at all. I'm having a fab life. And I wouldn't have missed that black. Like, he's going to miss the black, stick his cue in the base and rip it all the way along. See, I would have had that much composure. No, I'm probably lying. So yeah, they have the Benny Hill girls. They were different in the past, wasn't they? They looked like actual women, didn't they, in the past? Something really weird happened one day. All right. See the lips? Yeah, just normal lips. Nothing going on. No over-the-top camel toe. And they probably are female as well. This is embarrassing, isn't it? When you're having a meal with a wife and the maid comes in and she lifts up like a dress like that. See? And there's the wife there. It's tricky. What would you do, guys? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Isn't it weird, the disproportionate human sizes? You get really little people and really big people and everything in between. There's like everything in this place, isn't there? But I think he's in love. Be great to be in that height as well, wouldn't it? So yeah, tell me what your favourite Benny Hill episode is of all time. I've heard some rumours about Benny Hill. I don't know what to say. No comment. Yeah. This is what happens when you basically decide you're going to have an internet wife. Yeah. She looked amazing in the picture. Oh my God, she was absolutely beautiful. And then we got to the wedding. She's happy though. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I know. So, comic genius, I would say he's literally smashed it in this round before he popped off. Lots of happy little memorable moments, like this one on the beach. One of my favorite ever episodes on the beach. That and Hot Gossamer. Watch Hot Gossamer. I'm surprised that's even legal and on YouTube. It is really bad. A bit hot under the collar stuff, but it is. The times have really changed, haven't they? Should we go back in time? Don't worry, just watch Flat Earth British. So this is what I was doing. Beth, if you're in chat, check this out. I'm not on actually in this picture. I'm all floating around. David Green, give me a lift home, and his brother. And Craig, I'm on Craig's list. This dude, yeah, love that dude. Love them all, really. It's just amazing people. And we all hung out for 2 days solid. 48 hours of talking and hanging out. It was fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So that's what it was. It was me doing all of that, which I do. In the Rise Above studio, and then a big banging loud party later. That's what we were doing. And then we were all like, Craig closed his eyes there. So I managed to get hold of him on Facebook and stay in contact. Man, we had just such a fabulous time. So yeah, Rise Above, I would strongly suggest. Oh no, go in there again. Excuse me, I gotta bring them up again. Ooh. Cause I accidentally deleted them. Right, Flaterday twas pictures is what we need, guys. Okay, Flaterday twas. There they are. Because today it's Flaterday twas. Let's have a look. Okay. Super smashing great. Remember to move your cocks forwards this weekend. Okay. Just a couple of ticks. In case you didn't know. It's not wasted for smashing it, aren't they? Today is going to be the day that you're going to throw it back to me. That I'm going to throw it back to you. Right now, I should have realized. So there it is, the proud clock in a modern day. Let's have a little look, see? Super interesting. This bit looks fascist. Looks like a church window, but I think this thing in here is a more recent inlay. I think there was something else in there. It just doesn't look right. To this, different colours, just doesn't look right. And check the floor. Look down on that floor, and it's a fascist, isn't it? You know, the centre around, the bit around there, and all the small bits around there. Why would they choose that fascist configuration outside the prior clock? And this has got a fascist configuration as well. I am just saying. So let's have a little look through some alchemical pictures. This is the mother of Armageddon floating on a moon. And you got the Hydra, so you chop his head off and just grows another one, which is symbolic or allegory for people believe the powers that should not be. And there's God there doing, smell my fingers. No, it's okay. I'm sure God is a cockney, probably. I see God as a cockney. Ooh, Kanish. That leaves you clear. Let's have a little look at this. Okay. So yeah, it's half human, half elephant. This is from an old movie, but I was really intrigued. I think this is in Italy by the look of it. Is these double-faced Januses on the balustrade? Really interesting. In an old movie. So this is in Istanbul. Below all of that mud is existence of what I'm guessing is Byzantine mosaic flooring, which is very beautiful. Not too many people in the Zentine mosaics, but look how deep in the mud it is. Again, you know, that 20 or so foot of height that we keep seeing everywhere in the world. Oh, I'm out of coffee. So yeah, please make sure to share this out, guys. Do the old Nally, Michelle. Nally. Do you see you, Lucy? Good to see you. See, I know there's loads of you now. Oh, I met so many lovely people. Bethany, it was an absolute blessing. Craig, everyone really. David, everyone who was there. We just, it's hard to even explain. We had a really good little hangout, a group of people. For like 2 days solid, brilliant. So yeah, Phoenician noses. Notice with this statue and this young lady, the nose here is straight. And you see that with all Phoenicians. You see some in the populations. And see if you can notice it now I've brought it to your attention. They're quite rare. Ours, if you look, you have an indentation. Some say a doctor will, when you're being developed, will push it in and it restricts oxygen flow to the brain and makes you makes you more stupid. We used to have Tataria, now we have Retardia. So let's have a look at this Viking. So he looked like that. And how did he have his hair? Well, it was bright ginger, and he had like a little bow thing on the side, a bit like Hellung. But ginger. He was a ginger. Yeah, straight brow ridge. Yeah, I never noticed that. That's true. But he's got the indentation. You see, this is not straight at all, is it? You know, it's a completely different race, isn't it? Look at that. Straight Phoenician nose, classical nose, and then his goes in. So they don't know if this is Egyptian or Syrian. It's got a mythical flying bird on it, a bit like the Japanese banshee, but this is a beautiful bit of ancient glassware that was found in the classical world. Fiery phoenixy birds. Beautiful, isn't it? Imagine having that in your house and not hitting it over. So how do you think they did this then? Thank you, Hippie Shake. So I'm thinking that it must have been a way of softening logs so you could tie a knot in it. Any idea otherwise? So all I can think of is they had a way of softening wood to the extent that they could just tie a knot in it. It was that soft, like a bit of, I don't know, licorice lace or something. It's not a knot. What is it? They use knotty pine. Ha ha ha, Margaret. It's crazy, isn't it? I don't know. Foo for 4 anyway. Twizzlers. It's a Twizzler. And this is in Turkey under old bit of shitty building, but they built it on the corner of this thing, which looks to be Anatolian. But 2 geometric patterns, 4 geometric patterns, 5, you know. So yeah, little bits of that ancient world tucked away in corners everywhere. This was from India, an ancient Indian coin. We've been using currency for quite some time. They used to use seashells as currency and salt, which is why they got the term salary from salt. So, did you know this? The Parthenon, as you can see it here, there's a lot of temples. The Parthenon on top of the Mount Olympus, and at the temples of Jupiter, temples of Bacchus, etc. Did you know that they are not straight? No, they are actually curved, and they only look straight when you look at them through an optical illusion. They're actually, the front of these temples and the Parthenon itself is curved. Who knew? Here's God with the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Weird Ash Realm. Here is the dove from above. I think this is regarding the Trinity. And Trinity is in the Matrix, isn't she? Wonder what this hand thing is. It's so Star Trek-y, isn't it? But yeah, nice book. Wonder what it says. Okay, so I noticed this about this classical. So with they got Phoenician noses. Okay, with the classical world, they're very large. Their physiques are completely different to ours. The women are really big. Men are very muscular. They're very different. I'm wondering if the classical people were human beings and like they were like 3.0 human beings and we're like lesser versions of them. So she's like, I don't like this one. Throw it down the well. It's ugly. Because they did that shit in the old days, especially with the girls, because they're no good, because they can't fight wars and stuff. Just keep a few for baby making. Anyway, so she's looking at it curiously. The baby's reaching out to her, and she's just not at all bothered. It's weird, isn't it? See, not guaranteed to bond, but you sprog. See you later, alligator and the wild crocodile. This is in India. I love this. This time machine was carved out of one chunk of marble. But look at all them stones in the background. Splattered universe. Look at this thing. One chunk of granite. And it looks like a spaceship. A spaceship. Doesn't it? It's like something of Alien. Amazing. This is also in the floor in Italy, in Turkey. Existence of the old world. Give you some idea of the type of decoration they would have had. Just sticking up out of the ground. Marble. I bet the whole world was beautiful and colourful in the past. I can just imagine it. Just amazing. This is also on a lake in Turkey. I think it was Lake Van, one of the lakes. And it's what was the home of Anatolian kings in times gone past. So these were some sort of buildings. They look like melted buildings, but surely they are buildings, and they were also homes to kings inside these. That is the bottom of a pillar. Just give you a sort of scale to imagine the size of this pillar that would have been there. This must be the biggest pillar in the world. Anatolia, yes, Ian Briggs. Anatolian kings. This is Pumapunka, South America, and as you know, this is supposed to be part of the ancient world, yet you see evidence, as you can see here, of machining. Which is impossible with rudimentary copper chisels and old world technologies. Okay, they were probably laser cutting them. So yeah, it's self-destruct mechanism. You can see it in the past there, completely melted in World War II and absolutely fine. But I feel replaced because if you look at the lower clock, it's blocked by a wall. Wall removed, this lower thing is showing. So changes. Oh, this is good, look. Bit of art, maybe. Invisible naked man with flip-flops. Flip-flops are like sandals. Laser eyes. Oh, I like that, Sue. It's a bit like Homelander. And people have actually gave money as well, which is more interesting. It's good, isn't it? What a way to get some money. Okay. Did you know this? The word avocado comes from the Aztec word, which literally means testicle. Did you know that? Avocados hang like a pair of balls. Think about that next time you're eating an avocado. Sometimes trying to prove that you are the best is an insult. There he is, this line. He's like, I'm not bothering with these two. They look stupid. And like, look at his face. I'm not running after no stupid rabbit face. And it could be like 10 miles faster. So there's an image NASA just released like a week ago. New images of the lunar lander, okay, on the moon, It's got solar panels and everything. I know what you're saying. It looks just like a Ferrero Rocher, Matt. No, there are similarities. That would be the gold foil that keeps the astronauts safe from the terrible radiation when they go through the Van Allen belt. So this is for people like Donald Trump. He had a year shot off, it grew back, and he used this MAGA grow your back cream. 3 drops, apply it at night. Distributed large batch, and your ear will grow back within 10 days. So that is exactly what Trump used to grow his ear back after he got shot off. Wow, that was so amazing, that was. How he put his hand to his ear, and he's like, oh, that really hurt, that did. That was like a gun as well. Oh, right. Oh, fuck me. Fucking proper death behind me, like, but I'm all right. God sent me here to save you all from yourselves. So here's a doghead who is Mercury. Mercury comes through as an Anubis doghead character in a lot of symbology. But what is Mercury got? Well, obviously is Caduceus. And he's got some poppies. Caduceus. And looks like some branches of something. Some medicine and some stuff. Ooh, it's a naga. It's a naga. The naga's got a dog head. The naga's got a tail. Comes up from the underworld. He's got like a... looks like a record player. Maybe he's got like taste in music and you've got to play him specific music. Otherwise he goes nutty and laser beams everybody. So there's Eternity. Apparently we're here for Eternity. Just like the movie, From Here to Eternity. Burt Lancaster. The woman. Can't remember her name. Can't believe I'm usually filmtastic. Anyway, rolling around on the beach, and then Ernest Borgnine, I love Ernest Borgnine, kills Frank Sinatra, kicks him in. Cried for fucking months after that. I did. Don't watch From Here to Eternity. If you're a fragile young child, guys, just fuck your heads up. That and Bambi. It'll come back, won't it? No, it's dead. How could you do that to my reality? Nobody ever recovers from Bambi. Or Watership Down. That was pretty gnarly. Sorry. Bye, Mummy. Love you. Love you. Splat. Mummy. No, it's dead. You're on your own and orphan for the rest of the movie. Really? Yeah. Lots of danger. Foxes. So yeah, Sun Simulator. Anyway, I see reality looking like this most of the time anyway. If you look up at the sun, do a bit of sun gazing, and then it just explodes into a colour of magenta light and God knows what. So yeah, reality's weird, isn't it? Oh, no. Light. It's a particle and a wave. It's a particle and a what? It's waving at me. Yeah, the Sim's waving at you. It's going, Cooey, Martin, take notice. I'm in the ether. I'm you. Like the Matrix. There's a film out at the moment, and it's with the girl from Wednesday. Okay. Ortega. That Ortega bird that is looks like she's actually a female. Called... well, it's about it's about these unicorns, and apparently they're like savage psycho beasts in that movie, but she seems to have protected this and loves it. Looks like somebody's going to come and try and kill her beautiful or potentially violent unicorn. I don't know though. There's also a series out at the moment about mermaids. Sorry, they're proper on a mermaid buzz on the telly at the moment. Anyway, these mermaids, they comes up, they're like really like smart and stuff, and there's millions of them in the ocean. They take over the world, like super take over the world. There's Mercury doing a Masonic handshake. Let's have a look at that handshake. Fucking hell. Well, anyway, Hermes, he's a hermaphrodite, so he's got smooth bits, like Angel's got smooth bit. Okay, no need for a willy in Angel World, apparently. So, best to go to hell. Don't worry, you don't have to go to hell, you're already there. But hell, it ain't a bad place to be. There's AI, look. It's in the ether. It's watching you. I know they're saying it's just bullshit on toast, but I think there's more going on. Anyway, the Black Mirror. I've been talking about this for an infinitely long time now. And I am getting sort of off-put by these things. They are an infinite source, I find, of things, stress things as well. Yeah, in my own mind and stuff, if I'm left to my own devices, I don't get stressed out about anything. It's always external stuff. So, cutting out loops, limited internet. Definitely with the Black Mirrors, because I'm looking at one right now. Scything mirrors, doing spells, making witchcraft. This is Mercury when he comes out of the sea. And this is how you deal with the people. Really, really, really bad halitosis. It's like a green mist comes out of your smelly breath. And people just drop like flies. Yes, the curse of really bad breath. That is also curable. I can cure you of that. I can cure you of Tourette's. Wanker. I can cure you of illness. And here is Mercury, who's doing the Anubis, who's a doghead. It's got a strange version of the Caduceus. Looks more like witchcraft. And a big leaf to smoke later. So yeah, you get a lot of these. I've shown you these a few times, but not this one in particular. But yeah, so like a Dura picture, you get like a big Hercules character, and he's doing a runner with the columns, with the pillars. So I'm having these. It's like fucking hell. They must be really important then. Psst. So Ignis, look at her, fasces in the handler. Lightning bolts. And she's touching the dragon or the lizard, EM charge. And then the world resets. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? Check this out for a happy hat. Ooh. Ooh. So feathers, F-ethers, interact with the ether. They're a technology. But that one's proper Phoenician. Check the Phoenician conch on there. Where are you from? No city. Say that one, smart. Take with that fatting cleaners. Look at this then. Not them. And the Medusa on the, again, analogous for EM tech. Yeah, so here is a Mercury with another Caduceus in his hand, and he's on a float being dragged across the sky by two very large crows. Very large crows, but he's dressed like a medieval dude in this as well. It's a bit unusual. He's usually in a little mini skirt and stuff, toga and things. Ah, mermaids, you are. So let's have a look at Venus. Venus hasn't got a P. Your Venus. And she's being dragged in by them curious whales that we see. And I see some avocados. And what I notice with the Renaissance period, all of these images of Phoenician gods, mermaids, and the rest, is they are all ginger or blonde. It's like there's only ginger and blonde in this world. Except for him, he's gone grey. But his bird, who he's bringing with him on a seashell, okay, King Canute, he's happy. Pistis and Newt, King Canute. There you are. Snake round the arm, like Moses with his stick. And, ooh, he's having a sneaky look under there. What have I got under here? A civilization. Under his bed. Right, what plants are they then? Bet they're bloody good. Tip us off, mate. What are they? Dionysus. Here he is. So, again, something else you get, guys, something else you get with the Phoenician pictures is they're all in the all together. All of them are naked. All of them, always. They never wear any clothes. And they just have like a thin red cape or this sort of scarfy affair to just cover them a bit. Just enough. Ooh, let's have a look at some 1960s protests. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's in a lingerie place, that is. Yeah, screw sexists. You should do all day long. So were postbox really, really little, or but were people really, really big? What do you think? What do you think? So yeah, how long have I been going? 2 hours. I'll be going a little bit further with this post, but please make sure to share this video, like and subscribe, and lots more to come. Before more to come. So yeah, before the age of choo-choo trains and all of the rest of motor cars was the age of steam, and they all look like this big, cumbersome, steam-powered. Once you got the steam up, which took hours, probably all night actually, to get the pressure necessary to get the thing moving in the first place. All night. Oh, right. This is in Wiltshire in England, Neolithic, or excuse me, a Iron Age site. And what you will find is all over the West Country, all over the world, really, is if you look like this with the old LiDAR, it will show you what's under the fields. And what you see is a grid system of what would have been huge cities and civilizations that were in Britain. Streets and avenues and just cities. All everywhere's like it. So yeah, this is a implement gate. I like that. If you want an axe, or if you want a scythe, or if you want a shovel, take your weapon of choice, off you go. This is for post holes. A proper tool, sure. Proper tool, sure. So have you had a go with this? Streakers. I used to love streakers, Ian Biggs. They were amazing. Done a football. I used to always look forward to a streaker. Keep me going for weeks, I would. So yeah, fucking I've had a go. I made one out of plastic Bic pen tubes and metal coat hanger. Fuck me, they work brilliant. I'm guessing he's using a bit of spruce or a bit of ash. So yeah, that's how they found shit in the old days. They do it in the modern days. They use it in the modern days. Oh, imagine the old world's FBI. You know they have torches on tops of their guns, and they're going like Mulder and Scully in it, like this in the dark. They did it in the old days with these lamps and a flintlock pistol. It's like that. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it just went off accidentally. Look at that in Ireland, Corfe Castle. Look at that for a beautiful, otherworldly scene of cottages and castle in the sky. Cows. I bet the cheese and the milk tastes nice, and all the lovely bacon and all the lovely stuff they got. Stop thinking about food. And so this is what your day would be when you were back. Well, mind you, probably not us, but back in the day. Oh, look at the cat, really happy. So yeah, she got the agger on early in the morning, which is what this is, an agger. And then she get the kettle on, and then she'll put something in the oven, like baked potatoes or a bit of loop-de-loop soup, and all day. And then she can have a read of the paper, find out what's going on in the big bad world, innit? So that's what you would do with your day. Completely different. Now they can't even be bothered getting dressed now. They go down the shops and they're fucking gym jams. They're smelly old pissy gym jams. Drives me nuts. So this is inside the Pierhead Clock Tower in Cardiff. It's on the docks, just like Big Ben, but a smaller version. It's not too much of a mechanism, and it's electric in the modern day. But they have got a big bell, and I can't remember ever hearing that ding or dong in the Pierhead building in Cardiff. These, do you know who these are? These are the Welsh of Philadelphia in America. They were the wealthiest. They, you know, like the Philadelphia lawyers, etc. Where they owned mines, real estate, and they were very, very wealthy back in what looks like the the 18th century here. The Welsh in Philadelphia. Ooh, werewolves, lycanthropes. I definitely think they are a thing. And vampires. They definitely a thing. I want to suck your blood. 1, 2, 3 subscribers. Okay. Never go full retard. On YouTube. Right, let's have a quick look at these. Now, there's some images in here you have seen before, but some I haven't seen till this week. I noticed Cam did a video on them, but he didn't show all of these. Of Seattle, where they cleared the mud out, apparently. The narrative is they leveled the city, but some parts in here just make no sense to man. Or beast, I'm not getting it at all. Like these buildings here, where they're just like literally the building is halfway to the second story with mud, and they've just piled the mud against that building. What? So yeah, apparently they leveled the city. Well, let's have a think about that. They used, instead of shovels, high power water. There was gold there. Hi, Nora. The Count, yeah. Nora. Check this out, though. I don't get this, right? So they levels the city, and then you got this big, massive Tatarian thing on top of the hill. And look at all underneath it. They just cut the mud away, and they just left that thing there. So they haven't leveled the city, have they? If all of that is still there, makes no sense, because all that's up there, isn't it? Retainers to stop all of it just sliding away and losing their big, bloody, lovely building. And that, look at that building. How old is that? So, yeah, look at this. So there's apparently gold in there as well, but look at that for a photo. Ooh, excuse me. That's just nuts. So that's all they're doing is getting the mud away. Just stupid. That's the official narrative, is they doing this. Okay, let's just have a look at that. So they're leveling it. Okay. Well, why is there a tree and a church on top of this? This is obviously ground level. So they're not leveling it. They're digging down. Obviously, yeah. There's more. Look at these. Oh, look at this. This is just chuck all the shit on the sides of the building, 2 stories high, right the way through the city. Which is mud. Okay, whatever. Yeah, all right. So I don't know how high that high-rise building is for the date of these photographs, but God, it's high. And the mud is up to what here? Maybe a perspective thing, but it's high, isn't it? It's super duper high. They're removing a lot of it by train. They got some equipment to get rid of this trillion tons of mud, but honestly, it really does look like something has come down this street and left debris. And then they're removing it from the official record. 1868. Just that early. And then photographs are really good quality. Okay. They're leveling it. So why is that building all the way up there, that big old building, if they're leveling the city? They're digging it down and out. Down and out like that. Look at that for a Tatarian building. Look how this city is amazing. Look at that. And then they're digging the mud out that deep under the city. So they're not leveling shit. Look. Just makes no sense. Look at that building up on the hill there. Just crazy. Okay. Oh, you got the best images. So they're using, like I said, high pressure hoses. And these are moving images for 1860s. Bloody good quality pictures, wouldn't you say? That building's completely empty and gutted, but old looking. And there's a superstructure for a high rise. So all of these would have been on ground level. So if you imagine your house is where it is, so that everything around you has been dug down like 50 foot and then out. Okay. Like that. You can see on top of there, tree, and even a post, because that was like the top of a field, and all the rest got taken out. How did that house get there then? Just insane they left these houses on top of these. Look at this shit. Yeah, look at that. You can see the posts on top of there on these, like, they're like mesas now, aren't they? Just the craziest pictures ever, these, isn't they? Look at this. Tatarian buildings. Look at that. Looks like a tree trunk. Just what? Just removing huge piles of mud. And the buildings are already there. Look at that. That looks like another world, man. That's just so trippy. Look at that. See grass and trees and everything up on there. It's madness. Okay, we're moving on. So they're dragging the shit out using trains and barges as well. So they're doing some pipe laying through the city. Completely acceptable that happened. But yeah, wow. Why? Whoa. So are they there like that in the modern day? Yeah, just nuts. So it's not exactly leveling, is it? It's more digging down and removing it by these devices. They're just digging into a wall of mud there. Look, guys. What's in there? Digging the city out. And they take it away somewhere by badge. I don't know where they're taking it. But the badge is not safe. They capsize. Oh, they dump it all in the sea. In the bay. Then. So, yeah, they're crazy. I never get my head around them, guys. It's just crazy. So, lots going on. Next month, guys, if you want to go to an event, this one is going to be good. These guys, I had to hang out this week with some of the peeps. A podcast this week with some of the peeps from here. And they are all sharing the same sort of mode of thinking that we all are as well, which was amazing. Illuminate and elevate. So it was all good, positive attitude stuff, healing from within, which I am so down with. 2-day event, and it's out in Sussex near Gatwick Airport. My mate Mark Devlin's there. Some of the faces. I'd hang out with this podcast with this Dawn, Lester, Lisa, and some other people earlier in the week, Tuesday. So yeah, links below in the descriptions box. There's going to be a fair few people there, and that is the one to look out for when we come back. One of the last events of the year of 2025, which has been a fantastic year. It has been mental. Today I'm a Marticus Van Morrison. What do I think about the Grand Canyon carved? Well, I don't think that it was made by the Colorado River. No, Blue Moo. And I have seen some evidence of caves and tunnels and what looks like some classical architecture as well. So probably remnants of the older world is what I would say, rather than any geological rip from a river. In fact, because if that was the case, all rivers of the world would do exactly the same, wouldn't they? I know it's like specific structure to the ground there, but anyway. Well, this is the whole curved water is, I think they were everywhere in the world, and I think the civilization got taken out of the narrative. And a fake ass paradigm was instilled. So yeah, Stellarium 7. I hear that he's in Oz at the moment, but yeah, he's going to be there, and it is all that melted stuff, which is his thing. Louise, thank you. So yeah, make sure, like I said, guys, please subscribe if you haven't. If you enjoy my little giggly video, please like this video. There's a portal, very, very well could be a portal. I bet they're all over, dotted around. I bet they got maps, just like Time Bandit, the map of where all the portals are. I would love that map. Ooh, ooh, what I could do. I go back in time and save Hitler. No, that's the opposite. You're supposed to kill Hitler, aren't you? I know. See my funny Dragon Sage? Somewhere in time, have a ballroom of a time in. Yeah, it's going to be good. Free Soul Hippie. Whispering Jack. Good to see you, my friend. So yeah, I'll be diving off soon because my back is absolutely in half, and I am thinking about them chips that I have in the fridge, which are beer batter. They're bloody lovely. I don't want them ever to end. I'm like, I hope these never end, but they do end. Like all good things, they end. Especially yummy food because you've eaten it all. Do you want more? I can't. I'll explode. Steve, good to see you. So yeah, groovy vibes. Thank you for being here, guys. Bringing your positive energy to a lovely place and making something special happening on a Flaterday night. That's what we do here. Johnny Cool. Johnny Cool. It's an oxymoron, free soul hippie. It's a bag of balls. It's a watery ball spinning through space is what it is. Time Bandit's the best film ever, Dragon Sage. It's still like one of the best films ever made. No doubt about it whatsoever. It's fucking fantastic. Times I think about that film. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for being here. Juicy Lucy. And Ian Biggs. Bring back the full bush. Yes. I concur. Bring back the full of bush. Melted Syracuse. Nice name, bro. Grand Melted Buildings. We got some. That's awesome, Syracuse as well for Tatari and stuff. Oof. Do you see the state of Burning Man? You know, they had an orgy tent there and it blew the fuck away. They had basically had a sandstorm. This happens every year because it's so fucking simple. They had a sandstorm and it blew it all away. And then it pissed down with rain, and then they were in the sticky mud. And they just like. Load of entitled brats out in the desert. It makes me vom. They're not doing anything constructive with reality out there in the desert. It's all just bollocks, isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, they had an orgy tent. I don't know if they're actually really orgies in there. It's like I'm wondering, is it actually people having actual sex in the same tent together? Anyway, I digress. That didn't happen, so because it all blew the fuck away. So there's that. No shit. I love my green screen. No, this is real life. This is my home. No, it's green screen. Okay. I'm just making it a reality just for tonight. 16 Alphas in the house. Good to see you, mate. The first finish, I get sacrificed. So, Marianne, are you recovered? Tell me, are you recovered? So, Marticus. We'll be back very, very soon. They all got stranded. Brandon Roberts, good to see you. After or before they start the orgy? Oh, no. This was before. It fucked everything up. Or maybe they were in there. I don't know. That's a good question, that is, Nora. All I seen was like the tent all completely wrecked, and it was the orgy tent. So I'm guessing the orgy never happened. So that's on them, innit? You go in the middle of a fucking desert, innit? Ew. It's fucking horrible. Adam Forrest, good to see you, my man. Yes, thanks. Good. We were all pretty wankered, so don't worry about it. We were all wankered. Reality elevator. So is the nature of Troubadours. Bring back the racing stripe. Oh, yeah. Makes you quicker. Makes you 10 mile an hour quicker if you've got a racing stripe. If you've got like stripes like you get on Starsky and Hutch's car, they make you a lot quicker. And then you can roll over your bonnet like Starsky and Hutch do. Be cool. Don't bring my fingers. I won't. Anyway, good after you. afternoon to you as well, sir. And make sure you all have a fantastic rest of the weekend. I'm going to be back very soon. As you know, I don't go far. And when I do, I'm excited to get back to the community as always, because you're also much fun. Rick Yerkin, good to see you. Love from Pennsylvania. Oh yeah, I bet you're Welsh, but not with Yerkin. It's not very Welsh. It's more Viking, isn't it? Could be Viking Welsh. And Paul, to see you. And Clytning. I've been doing flat earth activism for donkey's years now. Flat earth activism. Mikey gets sworn and threatened up. Mikey, I don't know who Mikey is. I know Dave Mannell. I thought he was the last activist in the world for flat earth, but there's obviously others. Good. Yeah, it's hard work, man. You get all sorts fucking giving you shit. I don't know anything about anything. I'm so angry. Ugh. It's not why I stopped it, activism. It's just wasn't happening. I did used to actually enjoy it. That's just me. Anyway, thank you, Morgan Tristram. Thank you, Suze. Thank you, Chris. From Costa Rica. Look at you. Oh, lovely. LFX. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Hippie, for doing all the links and stuff. It's really handy. Free man. Good to see you. And Amy B. You're a star, man. I love you. Thank you always for showing up. I do my best. And Stone Soup and the Pennsylvania posse. The Penn posse you're in. Thanks, Mars. Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Shaz. Share if you're there. Thanks, Kay. It's been fab. Yes, I know. Cling Lightning. I know. Anyway, I gotta go. Free hugs all around, yeah. Free hugs. Thanks, Tara Payne. See you there. Yes, free hugs all around. Please subscribe, share, and like if you like this video. I'm gonna get going. And won't keep you any further. Sorry, Wendy, you have to go back from the start. Okay. Anyway, nostalgia. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay epic, boom shankar, and stay groovy. See you on the next.